Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is 40 Acres and me. I'm doing this video. I'm gonna do this video. I wasn't gonna do it, but I feel like I must do it. I care about everybody that's out there. All of my YouTube subscribers, even people who's not my YouTube subscribers, still care about you. So I feel like it's a need to go ahead and put this information out there. So basically, everybody's been hearing about the coronavirus and everything. And I don't believe that people really understand just how serious this is. You know, a lot of people, they like, oh. So let's just all say it right now. It's a man-made disease. It's a man-made virus. Everybody, should know that by now. This didn't just come out of the woodworks. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm making this video to show you, or at least guide you through some steps to help you not contract it, to help you avoid getting into any contact with this potentially deadly virus. So I'm gonna start off just by saying, clean and wash your hands. Everybody knows that. Clean and wash your hands regularly. Use hand sanitizer after touching frequently touched surfaces. And if you're gonna use hand sanitizer, upgrade to something like 60% alcohol, or you can make your own. There's people out there making their own. Shout out to those people too, with the aloe and the alcohol. Shout out to y'all. All right, avoid touching your eyes and your nose and your mouth with your hands. Something that I would like to kind of talk about. I don't know what kind of work situation that you guys are in. I know at my work, they like to bring in donuts from outside, and they like to have potlucks and stuff like that. I'm going to say this right here. Avoid potlucks. Avoid your company-wide picnics, your company potlucks. Avoid the morning donuts that's in the lunchroom, the break room, or whatnot. Try to avoid that, because you really don't know what they did to it, and you don't know who served them what they did to it, or where it was, or what's on the surface of it. So we're gonna go to the next one. Avoid close contact, which kind of leads me into my next thing. With anybody that's sick, if you know that they're sick, try to avoid contact with that person. I know that we know that when somebody has the flu, you go ahead and, and people are like, oh, I ain't messing with you. You got the flu. But in this case scenario, really take it serious. If you know they sick, don't deal with them. And if you are going to deal with them, say they're like a family member or something like that, and you got to provide care to that person, then wear a mask. Wear a mask. Wear a N95 mask. Particulate mask. All right. If you can find it. I've been everywhere, and I ain't been able to find it. I've been everywhere and I ain't been able to find them. I mean, they're completely all sold out. I heard one guy clear out the store of them and say he was gonna sell it on eBay. So, okay. So anyway, we're gonna get back to it. Okay. So avoid close contact with people that you know are sick. Hold on right quick. Move. Go on over there. Go. Stay. So avoid close contact with anybody that you know is sick. And people with low immune systems. If you have a low immune system and that you know that you have, keep your distance with people. People, period. Keep your distance between you and other people as much as possible. I would say period, but if you got to go out into this world, at least, do things like wear gloves, if you can find a mask. Here, I got some of these masks right here. These are real old masks. It's like dust cover masks for when you're doing grinding or something like that. That's what this is for. They're not those N95s, but I guess, in some cases, it's better than not having anything at all. So, but I would say for the people that have a low immune system, to stay, to keep as much distance between you and other people as possible. The CDC is saying 6 feet or more. Okay, and that's really for anybody. If you know somebody sick or whatnot, 6 feet or more, and that's for anybody, whether they sick or not. If you know they sick, really stay away. But yeah, for anybody, the close contact range is about 6 feet. That's what they're saying. So, also saying stay at home. Stay at home if you're sick. If you know you're sick, don't risk going outside and getting other people sick. Just stay at home. Try to get through it as best as you can. If you can't get any help from the hospital, just try to get through it as best as you can. But try to stay at home. Stay away from going to functions, parties, and get-togethers and stuff like that. All right. Cover your coughs and your sneezes. Yes, that's another one. Throw away your tissue. So it immediately after you have that tissue and you just coughed in it and you got that in it, you go ahead, ball it up. And I would suggest using another piece of tissue to ball that up in, and then go ahead and throw it away. If you can, and you buy like a toilet or something, go ahead and just flush it. Go ahead and just flush it. That way it's just, you don't have a bunch of nasty tissue just piling up in the garbage can. So, all right, that's just what I do. That's what I would do. So, I would suggest anybody else do that, but you know how things, how people be. So, all right. So, anyway, and then they also saying immediately after that, wash your hands for 20 seconds. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Any type of coughs, or sneezes. That's how most people are being infected with the virus, is from somebody who comes around who has the virus, and they're coughing or sneezing around them, and they may not cover their mouth or what have you, or they may touch a surface. Like they may touch a doorknob and they just coughed in their hand, or they just wiped their face. And then you come behind them, touch that same doorknob, and then boom, you go ahead and rub your face, and now you potentially can catch it. So we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to say wear a face mask if possible. They say wear a face mask if you're sick. Some people feel comfortable wearing a face mask even if they're not sick. They still feel comfortable wearing a face mask or whatnot. And I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's completely on you. I wouldn't blame you. But at this time, like I said, I can't find any face masks. I mean, I even went to Grainger and purchased like 20 cases. I had 20 cases of 10 packs of N95 particulate masks, and I had to order on for maybe about 2 weeks. and I haven't gotten anything yet. So basically what they tell me is that they're holding that supply for caregivers or also hospitals, because they'll be more in need of using it. The people who are not infected will be more in need of using it around people that are infected. So I can understand that. But this is why we make these videos, is to help get the word across to other people, exactly what it is and some of the options that you have out here. So I guess the next one is clean and disinfect. Clean and disinfect. Okay, so let me start off by saying this. Cleaning and disinfecting is something that you should already be doing anyway. That's something that you should already have as a habit inside of you anyway. Clean your areas, clean your kitchen, your tables, your countertops, and a lot of us do that, but we miss or we bypass the disinfecting part. So I'm gonna go get me some bleach and some water, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix the two and dilute the bleach, maybe do about a good 80-20 mix, and I'm gonna disinfect everything in my house. I clean my house, but I don't go around disinfecting every time. So this is just more of a reason for me to do it, and if nothing else, just getting in the habit of doing it. Because the way things is today, you never know what may come tomorrow or what, but we always gotta believe and trust in God. Gotta remember, he's still in control. All right, so according to this, the U.S., up to this point, there's been over 30 deaths up to this point concerning the coronavirus. In Italy, up to this point, it's been 196 or more deaths confirmed. And so worldwide, with China involved and everything, there's been over 4,300 confirmed cases of deaths by coronavirus. But there's been over 450,000 cases of coronavirus. So just because you get coronavirus doesn't mean that you're gonna die. But I'm just letting you know ways that you can try to avoid even getting into any contact with the virus. So I would say this is one of the reason I made this video is because, and there I am. There I am, rubbing my eye. You see how much of a habit it is? Okay, so the reason I made this video is because it goes hand in hand with what we're doing as gardeners. It goes hand in hand with not just the videos, but what we do as gardeners. We grow our own food. And why do we grow our own food? Not just because we want to save money, but we also want to stay healthy. Okay? So I guess that's one of my number one advices to you guys is cook your own food. Don't go to McDonald's. Don't go to Burger King, Murder King. Don't go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Got that one from Professor Griff. Shout out to him too. All right, so don't go to these places and just assume that, you know what, they're gonna take care of me. They practice good hygiene. and they really want me to eat a healthy meal, because that is not the case. If you don't cook your own food, you don't know what's going into your food, and you don't know how it's being prepared, okay? And you don't have any control over whose hands touch that food. When you go ahead and you cook your own food, you got full control over that part, at least over those parts right there. So that's why I would advise for people to go on ahead and just cook your own food. Just cook your own food from this point until this thing blows over, at least. It'll be the more healthier thing for you to do. And on top of that, I mean, hey, that's when you're most vulnerable. That's where we're most vulnerable at. See, you can go ahead, you can wash your hands, you can disinfect everything in your house, but then you go out to eat at one of these restaurants and somebody may have the virus or may be sick, and they're preparing your food. Remember, it goes from a cook, then it goes to the server, then it goes to your table. So anywhere in between there, who knows who sneezed in whose food, or who touched whose food, or what kind of transfer there's been in between somebody that's sick and your food. So out of my love for y'all, I would advise y'all to go ahead and just cook your own food at home. Go ahead and get to the grocery store and just, buy things that, can last you some time, so you don't have an excuse to go out and get some fast food, So another thing is stock up on your necessities. Stock up on your necessities. I see toilet paper is in high demand right now. But I'm telling you guys, stock up on your necessities. Whatever your necessities are, if it's water, stock up on water bottles. Okay? If it's whatever it is, if your thing is soup, stock up on soup. If your thing is tuna, you like tuna, you like ramen noodles. I know ramen noodles and that canned tuna and soup ain't really the healthiest thing for us, but it will suffice us until this thing is over. So I just want to go ahead and say that you guys just stock up, because you see what's going on with the masks. You see what's going on with that. They all sold out, and they ain't too quick to sell these to people. So, especially depending on where you live too. So, you never know. You never know. They could shut down the grocery stores, and what you gonna do? They could say that they're all sold out of water bottles, then what you gonna do? So always have extra. Have extra. And that's from me to you guys. It's from me to you guys. Love y'all. Y'all go ahead, man. I hope y'all gained some information from watching my video today. I wasn't gonna make a video today, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? They're closing down a lot of places, and saying it's because of the coronavirus. There's been so many different cases. I don't want you guys to get scared, okay? Because remember, God is still in control. But God also gave us a mind to go ahead and have the know-how to be able to maneuver through this world. So, go ahead and use your God-given mind to go about handling things the right way in your life, so you can prepare for certain things to come. And this thing hit us, hey, So I want y'all to think about that, all right? All right, hope y'all like, comment, share the video. I'm coming back to y'all tomorrow with some poetry talk. And this one right here, this one's gonna be special. All right, y'all. Peace.